Oh, it's kind of warm, but I guess that'll have to do. Hello, all. Welcome to the Dark Room. I am Paul Hanton, the dude in the Dark Room, and it is Thursday, October 13th. It's 8:04 p.m. here in the Dark Room on the West Coast of the United States in California, and that makes it a Triforce Thursday. Which means we're going to be doing some Zelda Breath of the Wild photography, strolling around Hyrule, shooting fun photos of the architecture enemies and landscapes and such. And since it's October and we're getting kind of knee deep into October now, we're going to go into some more Halloween time type photography. Maybe head to a couple spooky type areas. I have a couple spots in mind, but we might need to venture out and discover some locales that I don't even know about, maybe, or at least don't remember. So I hope y'all are ready to have some photographic fun here. If you want to watch any of the previous stream stuff, check out the YouTube, because you can watch pretty much all of our previous streams at your pleasure, on demand, leisurely viewing experience there, as well as some nice little short snippet clips, kind of like the best shots that were taken during each stream. Try to cut those into nice little bite-sized chunks, so if you don't have time to hang out for a full stream, you can still catch what type of shots we're getting on each stream. And we're also, every time we do these streams, we're working on a nice overall explanation of the photography in this game, what we've been doing with it, what we like about it, what we don't like about it. And we will have that up on YouTube as well at some point. Photography in Zelda Breath of the Wild. And we have a bunch of other types of media that we're going to also talk about the photography, at least my comments on the photography in said pieces of media: movies, music, television shows, anime, you know, all that kind of stuff. A lot of cool stuff on the way, but we're doing deep dive into Zelda Breath of the Wild right now. So eventually we'll have that up on YouTube for your pleasure as well. And if you also like short clips, if that's really your main deal, is just checking out the short clips, you don't really want any of this long form stuff, check out the TikTok, because our TikTok, it's a mirror of pretty much all the clips that are on YouTube, but some people want one versus the other. TikTok's the hot new thing out there, right? So new. How long has TikTok been around? Probably we're getting on like, I don't even know. When did TikTok become a thing? I don't even know these facts. But anyway, if you like that versus YouTube, if you're a TikToker versus a YouTuber, you can see all our nice little short clips on TikTok as well. I hope everyone's having a good night. I hope you've been having a great week. We're getting close to the weekend, so hopefully you're ready to have some fun. I invite you right now, take a deep breath, take a minute, relax a little bit, let go of all your troubles, leave them at the darkroom door, and we're going to have some fun doing some photography in one of my favorite games to play, Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I encourage you to do some photography in your game of choice as well. Bonus points if you're doing some Breath of the Wild photography. And if you do end up taking any cool photographs in whatever game you prefer to shoot in, check out our Discord, because we do have a pretty cool group of people on there that love this type of this photography, gaming photography, and would love to see what you got cooking. I'd love to see what people have been doing with their photo work, as well as just keeping up to date with the stream and whatnot on there. As always, I'm going to say I'm really bad with keeping up with everything on Discord and pretty much on all social media. I'm trying to get better about that, slowly but surely, making my way into this social media world. But anyway, thanks for the patience, not getting angry at me for missing something or forgetting to respond to something or whatever. I'm doing my best here. I'm only human. So without further ado, let's just jump in and start doing some spooky type photography. Because we got a review first, and that's gonna take a while. So let's get that process started. Zelda Breath of the Wild Fauxtography. What can I redeem all my Paul stream points for? Ooh, bonus points? Redemptions. I had mentioned, and I'll say it again. There is no actual. In case I know you're joking, Johnny, but like, in case anybody else is actually wondering, there's no actual points that I can. You get points for being here on the stream, and I think there's ways for my moderators to award people points. I'm pretty sure I know there's a way you can people can dump points onto the viewers of the stream. But I'm not handing them out like the way I'm saying I am. These are imaginary these are self-interest points or something like that. I don't know, but there's no actual points. Just that's the whole point, is that there's no actual. I'm not giving nothing away, and there's nothing other than when you get your points, you can redeem them on the stream for the redemptions. So far, that's what we got so far. But maybe eventually we'll have some kind of cool other stuff to give away or whatever. I don't know. Not right now. Not gonna happen right now. Okay, so where were we? Well, we have just gotten out of our summertime type photography that we've been doing through the summer months here, and we were venturing along the coastal regions of the map, doing what was the closest to like a summertime type theme of Hyrule, the Hyrule summertime areas, as close as we could get. Which I don't think of pretty much anything but the beach and palm trees and beautiful sunsets. Cruising along the sand. So we've been doing that, and we have kind of ended. We got to Lorland Village, which was an incredible place to shoot. This area right here is a really, really fun time taking some pictures. Thank you. And we're kind of going to end. I mean, I'm going to go into doing our spooky time photography like we are scheduled to do for the next 3 weeks or so, just up until we get to Hallows Eve, Halloween. But we got past Lorland Village, we shot the village, we shot Corn Beach over here, we shot a little bit of Rimba Beach and the Gobi shores over here, we did the talus, the stone talus at Gamma Cove, shot a little bit overlooking Soka Point, and the Necluda Sea area, the southeastern Necluda Sea area. But we're gonna stop doing that. I think I did say we were gonna do maybe some more of these horse photos today, but I don't see us doing that because I want to start doing spooky time stuff. You know, spooky is this Octorok shooting at me. That's kind of spooky. That's so spooky, spooky Molder, dude. But first thing we need to do is actually go through our album, delete as much as we possibly can. Make some room. It's unfortunately a bit of a limited camera roll to this game, just like all the other games. Unfortunately, I've never come across a game that had like an unlimited amount of space to shoot photos. That'd be really cool, without you having to delete some stuff. But that's what we gotta do. We gotta delete. We just gotta delete. And I'm gonna have to go back. I think while we get into the spooky time type stuff, I'll be going back and starting to delete maybe some of these older summertime type photos. Although I've been kind of editing those out as we go along. Of course, we're gonna keep Kilton, the Monster Merchant. That shot's great with the crescent moon. Then we also have a blood moon variant of that similar frame, same subject, slightly different framing, different timing, different composition, and definitely a different moon. Blood moon over my hammy. Like that. I love that shot though. My only issue is that Kilton himself is like a little bit hard to make out there in his little balloon. I would have loved, and we did try to add a light source in front of him to get some light on him, but unfortunately in this area of the game we just get so much rain that it just ends up putting out our fire whenever we make our little the salt man trick, throw a stick on the ground, catch it on fire, use that fire as light. There's one of our Lorelin village shots. Little dog of Lorelin. I love that shot. Although, probably going to end up getting deleted because this is a very summertime type shot. And we're not doing that anymore. I can actually delete this one of Spinch. The Spinches. Spinch and his horse Spinch. Because this one's okay. We wanted a moon rise or moon over that valley, a Toon Valley right there with Spinch walking down just like this, but we only got, closest we got was Spinch at the very end of the valley with the moon overhead. I do enjoy that shot, but it's not as cool as this shot would have been with the moon up there in the sky. That would have been some magic. So let's delete this one because I can come back and kind of get this similar shot pretty easily. So let's delete that one. And then we started our adventures last time heading up to Gamma Cove. We went up to Gamma Cove to kind of like scout out and see if there's anything cool up here. And we did come across this stone talus, having some fun with this guy in front of Tuft Mountain. What would be Tuft Mount or Mount Dunsel? I'm sorry, that's Mount Dunsel. Kirsten Mount Dunstel. With nice little flare peeking overhead. It's pretty hard to get a satisfactory image for me of Talus enemies because they just don't have a legible shape to them. They don't appear humanoid unless they're posed in just such a specific way. This shot, I'd like to say, is pretty good. You can tell that that's obviously like a humanoid-shaped rock person or creature thing, because you can see the two legs, you can see clearly like a torso and a couple arms. It reads very well, but a lot of these where it's the thing's posed in like a strange way, or it doesn't have a bright enough background to separate it, or it's just a differential in the background, either color or shade or whatever tone, to separate it, and it doesn't read very well. And pretty much all these shots had that. I mean, I want to say this one, he looks pretty well separated from the background. This one's such a bummer because I did really want a good moon, crescent moon, with the talus in there, and we kind of missed our opportunity on getting a good moon shot a couple times. And then this one ended up being kind of my favorite of the bunch, the sunrise just over what would be right behind our talus friend here, Eventide Island. It's the sun rising up just over Eventide Island. And the greater Gogobi shore area, with what we're calling Eventide Major. Eventide Major and Mini are the smaller two islands that are uninhabited, and you can't get to them, you can't visit, as far as I know. We should go try that. Like, go swim out there. I'm pretty sure it's well beyond the termination zone of the map. But this shot's really cool. I love that. Love that flare coming over his shoulder. The lighting is beautiful. The color is beautiful. Really like that one. But pretty much all these other stone talus shots, I'm just gonna delete. I mean, this one is the closest to like a creepy shot since it's during a storm. And then maybe these moon ones could have been okay if it ended up looking good, but I don't like those. So let's save. I'm gonna save this one, and then we just basically edited that entire batch of talus photos down to just this single image, which again is what we gotta do because we have such a limited amount of space here. Kind of a bummer. But whatever. It also makes it interesting because then we kind of have to. We really have to make sure we're getting really beautiful photos and only keeping the best of the best. Just, you know what? Editing this is very similar to how one should edit their own real-life photography portfolio. Honestly, anything that doesn't feel like a perfect, magical, absolutely special image to you, especially to the artist themselves, you should just take it out of your portfolio. There's no reason. Never pad a portfolio with subpar work. That is a very bad idea, in my opinion. And it's the same thing when we're doing this edit here. I only really want to keep the best of the best. And sometimes I get a little too attached to images that have too many problems. And I'm working on getting better about eliminating the images that I know we don't really need, that aren't going to be important to me in 10 years from now. I want these to stand the test of time. Okay. And then let's look at these horse photos. So I pretty much, again, let's see, a lot of these horse photos, I'm like almost just say no to. I love this one, but I wish the horse was on its hind legs instead of its forelegs. That is my only issue with this one. I don't like that the horse is coming down. I'd like it to be kind of leaping up a little bit more. If it was this pose on that spot on the beach, that would be brilliant. And then this one also would have been brilliant if I hadn't composed that horse in front of those trees and that the shoreline and the mountainside. I would want this horse right here to have been moved in front of that nice bright sunset spot in the sky, because that would have made the shape of the horse stand out much better than it is here. Still a beautiful shot. I mean, those colors are gorgeous. The sunset looks pretty brilliant. Pretty brilliant. This shot's pretty gorgeous as well. Loving that one. Let's see. I'm just going to try to batch edit all these horse shots. I don't know how much there is interest in me going over each one of these, picking them apart. I'm going to pick apart maybe the ones that I'm like trying to debate between two of them or something, but the rest, I think it's a good idea to just kind of like get rid of them and be done. Like this self-portrait. We don't need these self-portraits. They're obligatory, and we're always going to try to take one. If I forget, oh well. But we never really keep those. This shot is kind of meh. I don't like how the horse is riding up against that tree there. Its face is about to run into that tree. Doesn't really feel very well balanced with all those connecting subject matter in the frame. The horse looks okay, though. The horse's pose is pretty nice. The color in the sky looks great. There's not really much happening in terms of a landscape behind this creature. That's why, I mean, we're trying to use that one lone set of palm trees there, those two palm trees, to balance the frame out. Keep that on one side, keep the horse on the other. But timing the horses galloping and running through these landscapes didn't make it for an easy subject to capture. So again, delete that one. I'm not too happy about that one. This one I pretty much like. These double rainbow shots are very magical. Some pretty magical rainbow shots. This one, I very much like this one. This one has like a simplistic nature to it that I like. And I kind of like those intersecting lines that are created by the clouds in the sky in the rainbow cutting through them like that. Don't know if I would have preferred the horse to have been on the other side a little bit further to the right side, or if I like it that it's under the rainbow. But I like that one in terms of the single rainbow shot compared to this single rainbow shot. I like this one better. This one's just funny because it looks like the horse is kind of like spitting out that rainbow or something. But other than that, this shot's, it's like, eh. So we can delete that one. Let's keep this one. And then we have these couple double rainbows. Let's actually get these ones edited out really quick. God, if this horse was running in the other direction, like turn 180 and be facing me and galloping this way, and that would be pretty magical. I don't like the way the horse looks in this shot. We also lost the light on the horse itself. The sky looks great, and obviously we have double rainbow in there, so that's great. But I mean, I like this shot better where the horse is just kind of posing. I wish that rock underneath the horse's snout was not there. I really wish that was just gone. I like the other rocks are okay, but I think that's just riding a little too close, cluttering up the space with that horse. But this does have some pretty vivid color for these rainbow shots because we have noticed a lot of the time it's a very, very washed out look to the image when there's rainbows, because it usually has just stopped raining, obviously. So let's keep this one and we'll get rid of this one. Keeping that double rainbow. How about this guy? This one's eh. I very much like the color in the sky, and this one the clouds look great. The water looks pretty cool. The horse, again, we lost the light on the horse itself, so it just looks a little bit too dark. And if we had some light coming in from the front to light that horse, really would have added quite a bit to this shot. Also would have preferred maybe both of those rocks on the right side of the horse rather than the horse kind of goaltending between them. So let's delete this one. Double rainbow we'll keep. We'll keep this single horse image. Although I even like this single horse image better than this double rainbow, to be honest with you. The pose on the horse looks much better. The frame feels much more well balanced, in my opinion, on this one. Although, again, I kind of wish that one rock underneath the horse's head maybe wasn't there. If, like, that wasn't there, perhaps, or if that group of rocks was kind of closer to where the rainbow's hitting the horizon, I think that would have felt a little more well-balanced, too. But still enjoy that shot quite a bit. Again, compared to this double rainbow shot, I think I even like this one better. I really do wish this one had the double rainbow in it. Maybe it's there, but it's like extremely faded. I don't think so. I think that is just a no double rainbow shot. This shot of the horses in this storm, I think there is something to this shot that could be cool if we worked on a shot like this. There's something that we would need to change to make this shot work. I think this shot almost could work. I like the way that the brown horse in the front, the leader of the pack there, they stand out really well because there's that little bit of billowing mist behind them separating from the background. And if the entire, they're just kind of on top of a little hillside there. And if that entire top of the hillside was kind of covered in a mist or a fog that was separating all those horses and letting them stand out, maybe that could have felt a little better. But as it is, it's just very hard to make out those horses in that dense rain and fog. You can also just see the sun popping up just at the tip of what would be, I'm pretty sure that's going to be Cape Calais. I think that we are seeing the tip of Cape Calais. Cape Cales, whatever the hell you pronounce that. So that should be the sun popping up just on the point of Cape Cales, Calais, Calais, whatever. But we can delete this one. Why talk of this? Is why I like keep telling myself, like, don't talk too much about the bad shots. You know, kind of wasting time talking bad shots. I kind of like that one. I do wish this shot was taken closer to this time of day because the water lost a lot of that beautiful color to it. And overall, this picture looks a little drab. Even though that pose is brilliant, I could have tilted up more for sure, gotten a little bit more of the beautiful sky, cropped a little bit of that nonsensical sand on the bottom of the frame out. I actually don't mind those little blades of grass kind of in front of the horse, though. That kind of makes it feel like we're actually kind of sneaking this shot a little bit because we're hiding behind some grass or something. And if I had tilted up and that grass was kind of cut at the bottom of the frame, it would have felt a lot more like the photographer, we were standing maybe in some kind of grass hiding and taking this shot. But there is a plume of atmospheric cloud or something popping up over the ocean there that's helping separate the horse a lot from the background. And that pose is pretty nice, dude. That's a pretty good pose for the horse. Of course, I wish it was closer, again, to this time of day, and we would have had some real magic. So maybe I'll just delete all three of these. Like, some of these, again, we could just combine one of the pose of the horse and then that particular sunset shot, and it would look good. It would look a lot better. I'll just save this one. I'm gonna delete like this one, this one, saving that one. This one was very close to some magic. Had I been zoomed in just a tiny bit, the biggest issue here was that stupid tree branch in the top right corner. There's also another tree branch on the bottom, or a little bush on the bottom right corner as well. That wouldn't bother me if like the entire image was framed with those leaves, so we're looking through those branches and it's creating a frame within the frame there. But it being isolated just in the corner of the frame like that is terrible. The one on the bottom right, not as atrocious. The top right, not good at all. Also, we missed a flying V popping up over the shot by like 2 seconds. Not that we could have taken it 2 seconds before, because the horse would have been in a strange spot in front of that tree, and it is standing out really well against that dark. That's Tuft Mountain, right? Yeah, Tuft Mountain is separating the dark, low key backdrop of Tuft Mountain is separating that horse that has a nice little rim light on its hair and its head. That's separating really nice, and that looks great. And if we could actually crop, if you just crop those random bushes out on the right side, maybe crop a tiny bit of the bottom of the frame, that shot looks absolutely gorgeous. But I have enough issue with it that I'm deleting it. Plus, it's not fitting the spooky vibe anymore, man. This shot, I really do think there was something here we could have done. I didn't mess around long enough with it. I really should have. I probably would have maybe preferred a shot where we had panned to the right. I was really hoping to use some of that entry gate to Lorland Village and those palm trees. But those are such a drastically different look because they're not silhouetted and they don't have any hard shadows that are apparent to the viewer, whereas the horse and that edge of the mountain and those sand dunes have just like such a high contrast look that I should have included more of that type of vibe rather than including some of the greenery and that entry gate and those lanterns. So I'll delete this one, but I love the shadow of the horse on the ground there, and the fact that the horse is almost a full silhouette is beautiful. But no, it's a close but no cigar. This triple shot of these horses, bummer it was raining. This could have been maybe a fun shot at a sunset time or with the moon overhead or something like that. It's just the weather was terrible because it's still raining here, even though it looks like the sky is clear behind that shrine above the mountains there. But meh. The horses aren't doing anything interesting, boring, and it's very cluttered. I mean, there's so much clutter there, and not much separation to those horses. The one on the far right looks the best, I want to say, separated against that background. Otherwise, though, trash, cabbage, goodbye. Really love this stone tile shot, so we're going to keep that one. And then how much room do we have? 18 shots. I think we can get rid of a couple more here. It's such a shame to get rid of this double rainbow horse shot. But again, it's like I'm holding on to it because it's like the double rainbow is unique. But otherwise, the shot is not that good. You know what I mean? It just doesn't really have... It doesn't have the look. If the horse was doing something cool in this shot, maybe it could have been fun. But I think I can delete the double. As much as it pains me to delete double rainbow. Or, you know what? Here's what we'll do. Maybe we'll keep this one because it's a decent double rainbow shot. And then we have this other double rainbow shot that is the only one in our portfolio. And this shot demonstrates how low contrast the image looks right after the rain, before the saturation and contrast comes back to the landscape. And this shot could have been really cool with nice high saturation, high contrast, but it didn't really have it. So let's delete this one, and we'll save that other double rainbow shot. So at least we have a single decent double rainbow in our portfolio here, because those are very unique. We don't see them very often. So keep one, get rid of the other one. That works for me. Maybe let's keep Kilton and the Blood Moon shot, since that is newer, and we'll get rid of Kilton and the Crescent Moon shot. This shot's also a slightly bit wider, and we're including a lot more the landscape on that bottom left corner of the frame, but there's not really much there. We have that one other palm tree that doesn't look all picturesque, but here we kind of cleaned up that left side of the frame, and it feels a lot better than with that junk. So let's delete this one, even though I do love those crescent moons. Don't get me wrong. But we'll keep Blood Moon and Kilton because that fits with our vibe we're going to be going for now. Let's get rid of Triple Choo Choo and Rainbow. It's an okay shot, but again, super low contrast to it. And we have this beautiful sunrise shot with our electric Choo Choo. I do want to try to keep like one of each type of Choo Choo in our portfolio. So we have Fire Choo Choo, which I do need to make a clip of this shot. I do like that shot a lot. Actually, I'll probably keep that for until we get like a better Fire Choo Choo shot, which would require us to go back up to Death Mountain or find some Fire Choo Choo elsewhere. Also really love the shooting star shot, but it's like, this one, we need another shooting star shot so I can get rid of this one. Let me put it that way. At least what was cool about this is what we kind of had already lined up our composition, and then the shooting star fell. So we were ready for it, and it's not going to be easy to be ready for a shooting star like that ever again. But, you know, who knows? We're going to keep trying. Love that shot. Love that shot. Love that shot. Love that shot. Gotta keep Blood Moon over Eventide for sure. Yeah, let's get rid of 3 Choo Choo and Rainbow. It's like, okay. It's okay. Again, am I holding on to it just because it's like, wow, I know that it was kind of a unique situation? Maybe. Maybe. But let's delete it, dude. We got to start making some room here. I love the moon over Lorland Village shot. Really love that shot. Got to keep that one. Sunset over Lorland Village. This is a cool shot, but I think we can just keep the moon over Lorland. This shot would not be the most difficult thing to come by again because obviously the sun doesn't go through phases. So we can get another sunset very, very similar to this almost every day. Whereas the moon cycles through those phases and we do not always have the opportunity to get the crescent variant easily. Although I kind of wish we had... Yeah, let's do moon. We'll just keep the moon and then this one we'll get rid of. I think the village, you can't, because we're at night in the moon shot, obviously, which the moon does not come out during the day ever. A surprise. But you can kind of tell the village is there a little bit better because the lanterns are lit and they're, you know, each building has a little glow to it. Where in this one, hard to make out the village itself. We did make the boat and the dock more prominent, the fishmonger's boat and dock a little bit more prominent because we're a little bit closer. We went out into the bay a little bit closer to the village itself. So maybe I would have blended like this position, this standing spot to this shot, perhaps. Either way, we're keeping the moon, getting rid of this one. Boom. Sorry, pal. Gotta keep the moon shots. I kind of want to keep this dog shot. We don't have any other dog shots in the portfolio, so let's keep that. This is, I think, currently the best Octorok shot we have. Although this one, you know, I feel like this shot's like kind of now. I do like it a lot. Don't get me wrong. I love the way that little lone palm tree under the arch looks right there. That looks beautiful. It feels well balanced. Really, really do love the color and the texture in the sky and how that mimics the ripples in the water. That was one of my favorite things about this shot. Okay, I talked myself into keeping it. Okay, we'll keep it. Keep. Although this double rainbow, well, I think we decided since we deleted the other double rainbow, we have to keep this one double rainbow, I guess, since so we can prove that we shot a double rainbow. Although I promise we will find more. I will do my best to find more. And then we got plenty. We got 22 shots. Good number, Paul. That's not a bad number. Let's go see if we can sneak up on this heron. Oh, wait, there's 2 treasure chests right here. Ooh, well, no, there's a treasure chest. And then there's one of those, like, treasure enemies. Let's really quickly try to shoot this treasure enemy shot. The heron will go away. Ah! It's a lot. Oh, shit. Oh, I forgot they kind of, like, run fast, though. No. Let's try to get him, bro. I just want to get one shot of him. Oh! Oh, that's not a good shot. But we'll save it for now. Let's see. Maybe we can get one more. Oh, no. He's gone. Okay. Well, also now I'm interested in this chest, though. We'll try to get more of those creatures when we come across them. 20 rupees. All right. Actually red. It's a red ruby. What a surprise. Okay, and look, we got Kilton back. Should we go try to get... Let's go try to get, like, one more Kilton shot in a storm here since he's there. Because that's what we're going to focus on for the next 3 weeks. We'll be doing Kilton-type shots. Where applicable when we come across Kilton, which I'm going to try to go to some spots where I know he's going to be, of course. And we have shot him in this location, so I don't really want to spend too much time trying to get a good shot of him. But here's a... Oh, no, it's raining. Well, it's going to stop raining in, like, 1 hour. So maybe we'll come right back and, like... Well, should we waste the time doing this? I just want to do, like, one close-up portrait of him. I think one close-up... One kind of close-up portrait shot could be cool. And I should have, in those other portraits we've taken of him, I should be talking to him first to get him, because I think the reason he didn't look very good in those pictures, 847 mon, dude. What monster gear would you like? I already have the Lionel mask. I already have all the masks, don't I? Do I not? Pretty sure I own all those. Oh, that was... Dude, the dark tunic is red. I should be wearing the dark tunic. That makes so much sense for spooky time. Anyway, why am I looking at that? Because I was interested. Exchange for mon. Oh, I get it. Oh, I see. I've not even done any of this stuff for a while. Probably so many things I could just get rid of. I mean, like, am I ever going to use 355 Lizalfos horn? No. Let's sell 100 right now. Let's just do this. Let's have 500 mon, dude. Yeah. I was like, ah, man, it must take a while to add up to get all that currency, but no, not really. Okay, goodbye. So does he stay facing that direction? Yes. So that's what I should have done with the other portraits of him. I didn't even really notice that he stays turned around looking into his little shop, into his balloon cart thing. Where does he go? Does he, like, stand up here when he leaves? Or is he kind of like, he might be, like, harnessed in there. How scary would that be, though? There's no floor. Maybe something flips down and he can stand on it. Don't worry, we're just killing time to let... There's the moon rising up. There's Kilton. That's pretty cool with that crescent moon behind the palm trees like that. That's pretty rad. And there's a horse, by the way. I see that horse. Saving that one, bro. Can we get another one like that? 2 horsies? Again, the problem is that he doesn't have any light on him. I also wish I had tilted down a little bit and that shot got his feet. Okay, see, the moon's gone. We had that one little sliver of opportunity. Hey, but you know, we got it. We got a cool little crescent moon. Kilton close up. Maybe get another one here. Kilton close up. Moon. See, he stands out a lot better when we're this close. Let's see if we can get that moon in focus. No, and it went away. Just delete that shot. Dude, look how close we were to have the moonrise right after it stops raining. Totally missed that, though. Also, while we're dicking around, if we're not fighting anything, let's pop on our dark tunic. Night speed. Sucks you can't upgrade the defense of this thing, though. But look at that. What a fitting look for Link during the spooky times. During these spooky times. Really wish we got here and it was not raining, though. That moonrise could have been so epic. Also, I could have, yeah, if I had the predetermined notion to get that shot, which I did not anticipate. I was trying to kill time here. Maybe we would have done even better. Here, let's do obligatory self-portrait now. With Link, Dark Link, in the storm with that crescent moon, maybe. If the moon will pop back out. Which who knows? Whoops. Pop back out, moon. There it is. Ah! Doesn't really look that good. Hang on. Well, let's save that one. No. And then I also just want to turn this way more. There we go, dude. Oh, it's in focus. Point at it. Okay, I like that one. We're good. Okay, obligatory self-portrait. Check. It's kind of a fun shot. I do wish, hang on a second. Let's do, see, we can maybe do a better one than that. Like, let's stand on top of this rock. Now that the rain is actually completely gone. Will the moon come back out? Look at me, I'm dripping. I didn't know you get wet, Link. Yet he does. Where's that moon gonna pop back out? Is it gonna pop back out? Are we getting another pop out? There it is. Okay. Moony. Let's let it get to that break in the clouds right there. Oh, although it's not coming back into focus now. Get into focus, freaking moon. If it gets into focus, I'd take it, but it's... okay. Whatever, I think I still like that. I don't know. There's the Master Sword picture. That's cool. I think I still like this one better. I'm dripping wet in that one. Yeah, I'll just save that for now. I'll save a self-portrait for now. We got that kilt and the moon rising up with the horsies back there. It's an okay shot, and this shot's terrible. Okay, a couple terrible shots. Okay, anyway, now we have the ability to move fast, first of all. Damn, you do run so much faster. Or at least it feels a lot faster. Okay, no rain, so we can pop down, do a salt man trick, pop down, bundle of sticks, which we want them like just off out of camera. Let's try it here and see how we feel about that. Got our fire arrows, which we are running out of. Although he's lit pretty well now from the moon. So I don't know, maybe we don't even need that external light source, that additional light source. And let's just get, dude, let's just get like... Oh, and there goes the light on him. Okay. Or off of him. Okay, it's coming back. Now, if you could get him to turn this direction, and we could get the moon with him turn this way, we could be in business too. But let's do one more. Let's just do... I don't know. I'm like... Again... Why are you scared? Don't be scared of me. Okay, we'll just get like a close-up. Maybe we'll get some of that ocean atmosphere on the right side. And there goes the light again. It's kind of a cool orange glow on the ground from the fire, though. Maybe include those rocks in the water back there a little bit. Something like that. He's looking right at me, Ray. Okay. I see that fire pit on the floor on the bottom right corner, so let's zoom in a little bit and try to crop that out. I like that the orange glow is coming into the sky, and we have the orange glow on the ground from that fire. That's pretty cool. Kilton, pose, buddy. 3, 2, 1. Say cheese, Kilton. Okay, I'll take it anyway. Yeah, see, that's kind of fun. Yeah, I like the way the sunrise glow is coming up over the ocean like that. That's very nice. And then we got, obviously, sunrise coming up over here. Maybe we can get sunrise close up with him in there. Although it's like, it's so hard. Like, I want to be able to crouch down, just get a little bit lower, but I cannot. Okay, anyway, Kilton's good. See, he's going to leave if you talk to him now. Yeah, it's time already. Okay, so he's bouncing. Which I was done. I was done shooting him anyway, so I don't care. Get out of here, Kilton. I don't need you. It's not even nighttime anymore anyway. Wonder what happens. What happens if you have your fire... I wasn't laughing. I was choking. I just want to... Hang on. First of all, it's save. Because we at least want to have the few photos we've taken so far in our edit done, right? I also really need to get more fire arrows. I desperately need more fire arrows. And I think there's a place we can just go buy them. Perhaps. I know there's kind of like a limit that you can have on you before... I know, I think it was this game. Maybe? Is it a different Zelda? There's like a limit to how many arrows of one type you can have before it just stops, before enemies stop dropping them, or at least that's what I remember happening. Okay, I'm just curious, if we wait until night and we have all those little fire pits sitting there, and Kilton comes on down... He's on top of them. Okay, that's interesting. And then if we light them... Is that one inside going to get lit? It is! Holy shit, that's cool. Okay. So now he's like chilling in there with a fire pit and he won't talk to me. So does he now? I don't think he's gonna do anything. Until that fire goes out, huh? That's kind of funny. It's like literally right inside his little tent. His little balloon tent, which it has a smokestack, bro. You should be okay. I mean, obviously... Oh, that looks like some kind of exhaust for your... For whatever heating thing you have. And then what is this, like a horn? Some kind of loudspeaker he can maybe speak into and say stuff. That goes in there, but then doesn't come out this side, huh? And he's clearly doing, like, metal work in there. He's got tongs and some sort of blacksmith's hammer. But yet he's scared. Okay. Oh, and there's that moon again. I should have... Whatever. Now it's not a crescent moon anymore, so whatever. Okay, so let's leave. Why are we here? We don't need to be here. The two spots that I want to go are the two spots I have in mind are Hyrule Castle area, because it's kind of a spooky spot in my opinion. Hyrule Castle area, and we can go find Monster Merchant at the other spots that he spawns, which I know I want to come up here to Skull Lake, because that's just so fitting. So let's go there first, since we know that's where we want to go. Let's just do it. And we'll start by just spawning right there and see what we can find, but then maybe we'll go up to a higher vantage point and see if we can get a nice picture of the lake itself with that skull shape to it. And I've been trying to remember if there's a cemetery somewhere in this game, because I can't think of where a cemetery would be. Although I think, have we checked the villages? Any of the villages? We could maybe look around the villages and see if we can get any. If we can get any. What? Oh shit! I hear Kilton. Or at least I thought I did. Sound like I heard his little thing moving. Maybe I did not. Maybe I didn't. I did not. See, we'd have to go. I think we'd have to go like all the way up to Gut Check Rock up there, and look down on this to get it to appear as a skull. But Kilton should still be here somewhere. I think he's on one of these little islands, right? Whoops. Oof, luckily that was water, bro. Now, am I faster swimming while I'm in the night armor? Shadow Link costume. What do they call this? Dark Hood. Dark Link. Dark Link, I think. Yeah, where does Kilton pop up again? He's like around here somewhere. I love these flowers down here. They look so cool. They like bioluminesce. They're all pulsating with light. Gotta love that. Okay, we got raft. We got these. Ooh, we got some wolves. Let's try to get some of these guys. I'll cut down this stupid thing that's not gonna look good. And then maybe if we can get those guys to join us somewhere where we can look down. Let's go see if we can kite them up here. Look down upon the lake itself. Get some of those beautiful glowing flowers. Oh my gosh, fire keys. That's fitting as well. And then now I'm getting into combat mode. So let's, now we're going to be taking some damage. So let's actually swap out of our very interesting looking gear. That's very cool. Yeah, why can't you upgrade these? That would be a cool... Like, I want to keep that armor on, but we can't use it because it's just going to... We're going to die very easily. And why didn't... ooh, okay, here we got moblins. Yeah, I think maybe we'll just... I think I'll just stick with only shooting stuff at night, first of all. Okay, so if that moblin... Let's steal its bow and arrow. Bow and arrows. Oh, and I got one of his arms, too. It was the one-armed moblin. Okay, come here, dude. Yeah, I know, you're missing an arm now, huh? What's he gonna do? Will he join me up here? Is he gonna pick up this? Will you pick up that rock? They don't pick up those rocks. But look, he is following me, and this could be perfect. Come over here, Moblin. He's got a little purple eye already that will hopefully match the color of those flowers in the background, maybe, if we can get those in there. Oh, no! He's like, yeah, he took my arm. I still got 2 feet, ass. So he actually, what he did was he clearly stated that this was Sparta before he kicked me, I think is what happened. Right there. I'm feeling like a failure. Also, why don't we use the regular tunic? If we're not using the armor to effect, come back over here, dude. I'm not done with you yet. We should basically always be in standard Zelda tunicked attire. Okay, come over here, dude. He's gonna come over here, and then I'm going to try to get... he Sparted me again. He Leonidas kicked me. Yeah, okay. And then come... We're gonna need to be at a little higher of a vantage point to get... No, see, because like I need to be at this tilt, this angle to get those flowers in there. So maybe we'll just photograph him up against some of these limestone peaks. Is this limestone? I don't know. Moblins. Also, did their eyes change color over time or something? Ooh. That's pretty cool looking. The landscape behind him's alright. Save that for now. I'm not really digging this zone just because we're so contained. We're deep down in this little valley in Skull Lake area. Let's just go back up here and scout from the top. I didn't see Kilton anywhere. Forget where he pops up. I could have sworn he pops up here. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. It's okay. We find Kilton's. We will find him. And then we're going to immediately, like I said, oh, look at that beautiful sunrise, though. Holy schnitzel. Too bad. It's too happy. Sunrises are way too happy to take photos of. So, you know, I could have sworn I heard Kilton, like, around here somewhere. Oh, that's making my knees shake a little bit. He's on... I thought he was on one of these little islands. Ooh, I see the skull, though. I can tell the shape from here. Let's just fly on down. Completely forget where he shows up, though. I thought it was that little island right there. Although maybe does he not pop up here at all? I'm going to search this. I will Google this in a second. Yeah, does he not pop up on that island? Or on top of... What was I thinking? What was I thinking? I was thinking we could see Kilton here. What's up, duck? Look at all those chickens. I mean, not like he would be here now because it's daytime. Oh, whoops. Ooh, I didn't watch my stamina. Oops. Am I going all the way back up here now? That's okay. I actually was going to come back up here anyway. You did me a favor, dude. Okay, so let's see if we can see the actual shape of the skull from... You'd want to be looking at it from a very high vantage point. So you might have to go up to Gut Check Rock like I was talking about. Look down on that sucker. Which maybe I'll shoot that during the day, depending on how it looks. Maybe, although if this looks terrible, I'm not even going to spend too much time shooting it. Because it's like, why waste our precious time? Nice sunrise, but guess what? We don't care about the sunrise. Not today. The atmosphere is going to be so thick down there. Yeah, I don't know if we can really get a good, like, shot looking at the skull shape itself. We would definitely want to be looking at it so it's actually oriented properly, as if you'd be looking at it. Well, it's completely level, which we'd want to be like, we'd want to be looking this way. So we'd want to be on this side, which is, looks like we have these two peaks here to grab it. And that's not high enough at our widest lens setting. Here, let's actually let's go back. Let's try that peak there. And then other than that, I mean, I don't think there's really a good vantage point to actually see the shape of it, you know? Just ain't happening. Dude, it's October. I didn't even think of that. It's the 13th, too. It's not Friday. So I think that means that next year it'll be Friday the 13th in October. Is that how that? I think that is generally how it would work, right? It's like 1 day advancement if it's not a leap year. Is it a leap year? It's not a leap year. Wait, no, it ain't a. Wait, is it a leap year? What year does the leap year? I don't even know what year the leap years come into play. I don't even know this. I should know. Is it like is it like 2004, 2008, 2012? Or is it like start at 2000, 2000, I don't know what, 2001 to 2005? Like, I don't know what the date ranges are. Or the, you know, what years it comes in. I do not know. So shush about it. Okay, I still don't think we're going to be wide enough to see the shape of this thing. Such a bummer you can't take a picture while you're actually flying. No! Like, if I could get high enough up and then drop down and then pull out my camera while Link is falling, that'd be great. But you can't do it. You just can't do it. I see people do the gnarliest shit in this game, but when it comes to having some freedom with the camera and taking photos, it just doesn't happen. Okay, those guys look fun, but let's actually see. I'm curious. Hang on a second. I'm gonna fly up to, like, no, see, that's gonna be way too far. Maybe, will it? This peak right here. I'm gonna try to jump there from the Divine Beast. Okay. We'll get up here. Maybe I'll start a fire up here so we can jump back into night. And then let's try to get a nice. We have attempted. Is the Divine Beast Rudanya? Oh shit! Eesh. Bomberman gear required. Bomberman Link. We were trying to get a cool shot of the castle from here, which I think is still a worthy undertaking. Since that maybe is going to be our next locale. But the moon sets just over the hills there, and I think this could make something like this, but with the moon setting above like that. Although maybe even better, maybe we get down to that peak and try to get a wide. Oh, whoops. Oh, shit. I didn't know my freaking bow was on fire. Okay, so we got a couple things to do. One, we're going to drop down. We wanted to get down to, like, this peak here, right? So we kind of got to make our way over to this side. Hot in these rhinos. You know? Okay. Make sure am I going in the right direction? Kind of. Kind of. We're slowly making our way over. Slowly but surely. Oh, it's definitely way down there, so I can just start flying here. Yeah, okay. Maybe we can get that shot of the... Is it gonna look like a skull from here? I don't know. I'm not really quite seeing the shape. I didn't remember that the skull is kind of sunk down that far into the landscape like that. But from here, maybe we could even get a wide... What would be cool is the moon will be rising maybe from right over... Oh, you know what? Maybe we can even get down to this spot over here. This might be even better. No, maybe back up on that spot was the better choice. Taking our time here, and I imagined originally this was the peak that I think we were looking at on the map that I thought would be best, and I think that's still maybe a good idea. Because then we can look down onto, and while it might not look like a Skull Lake, perhaps we will know that it's Skull Lake. And then we can get the moon rising over the... Oh, we'll see. Let's see. First of all, if there's no Korok on top of this thing, I'm going to be surprised, because that looks like a prime Korok spot. I'm pretty sure I've went here before, though. At least I kind of remember coming to this spot, like, on one of my playthroughs. Maybe. Ooh, there's a bird. The fowl of Death Mountain. Watch, there's gonna be a rock up here. There's gotta be something. Korok rock. It was a lizard, but no rocks. Oh, that's kind of surprising. I think there are some of those higher up peaks that do have Koroks on them. Right? I mean, there really isn't. Maybe there's one that's running down there in Darb Pond. Ah, whatever. We're not searching for Koroks right now. We're searching for vantage points. Look over Skull Rock. See, it's something like that. I can kind of see the step. We're not going to see the horizon. You can just make out what should be, yeah, the Lomai Labyrinth over there. Well, yeah, no, you can't really get the horizon and the lake in there. Because I have to tilt down way too much. And I really got to be on the edge of this thing to get the full lake in view. But dude, you know what? At night, this actually might look kind of cool. Let's actually do this. Also, let's stop using... Is this shit even going to stay here, though? I want to start a fire on the edge of this cliff, okay? No, wood, no! Why must it be wrapped in a bundle? Okay, well, guess what? I can do it on a flat ground spot up here, then. I don't care. I'm just curious to see, like, where this is the moon gonna pop up. It's actually a very picturesque spot for a little bonfire. Let's start doing this, though. Instead of using our fire arrows to make this happen, let's use the old flint and tinder trick. Where is my flintstone? Why am I not seeing it? It's a black rock, right? Why can't I... What am I missing? Oh, there it is. Start with some flint. There we go. Night dime. The night dime. And then I'm going to go try. I do want to attempt to get that shot of the moon. Oh, look at that beautiful last little light of the sunset over the horizon. This is such a beautiful game. It's so incredible. Look around you. Again, we need to be like on the very edge. Living on the edge. And while in real life, I do not condone dangerous activities to get pictures. No images. Do people literally do really stupid shit to try to get good photos? And it's generally selfie type images. Not beautiful landscapes like we take here. But don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't take photos while you're driving. Don't take photos on train tracks. Don't take photos next to cliffs. Okay? Clift? Miss Clifton. Miss Clifton. Okay, where's the moon coming? Oh, look at that beauty. So maybe we're going to go... Yeah, I'm going to go try to get that shot. I was hoping I'd be able to get wide enough like this to get Skull Lake just down at the bottom of the frame with the moon on the horizon above, but it's just they're way too far separated from each other for that to look good, and I can't even hold them both in the frame, so fuck it. But what we can do is just a beautiful shot like this. I think I'd like to include some of that, some of the shrine in there. I love the texture of those rocks. It's kind of creating a nice little spiral look from the right side of the frame down and then back up into the Skull Lake itself. Let's let the moon rise up a little bit because I'd love some more light casting on, hopefully down into the Skull Lake itself, because right now we have a beautiful... Let's actually just take that shot. We can check any stupid objects in our frame because we do have a couple rocks along the bottom left and bottom right side of the frame I'm not too happy about. I'll save that for now. Can I get out over this a little better? Like on this tiny little sliver of a ledge. The temperature's not too bad here either, so we could theoretically not be using our Bomberman gear. We'll have the shrine in there. We can have the valley, that little cut through the rock, through the geography, kind of leading us into Skull Lake itself like that. That's actually pretty nice. I love that texture. It's almost like an aerial photograph in a sense. But let's see how the light moves. Let's just watch the light move. You know, light moves pretty fast. But you got to wait for it sometimes. Okay. It's a PMH quote right there. Okay, I'm seeing some light get down in there. There we go. I'm seeing some texture come out. Let's shoot that. That's beautiful, actually. I really like the shape to the geography and the texture in those rocks. Tilt down maybe just a tiny bit more. I'm seeing some light enter. I see just a sliver of light on one side of the lake itself. Let's take that. And we'll examine all these different situations. Tilt down just a little bit more. If the moon, but the moon really needs to be almost directly overhead because that's so deep in there. It's just going to be getting shadows from all which away coming from those rocks. Now it seems to be getting even more dim, and I've kind of lost a lot of the light on the rocks on the bottom left side of the frame. Slowly shifting. The light is just slowly shifting. Misshifting. A little bit of atmosphere in the actual valley down there. That's very nice. I'd love a bunch of that. Let's try one of those. There's such a small amount of light now on that left side of the frame, though. I don't know if the moon's light is going to end up getting in there. Unfortunately, looking at the shadows, we got, it's like a 50-50 light on the shrine tower. But it doesn't look like it's spilling down into the valley enough. Take one of those. Now those rocks on the bottom left side of the frame are almost a complete silhouette up against the not much lighter shade of the lake. Pretty cool, though. Very slight adjustment to the frame there. Okay, wait. I'm seeing the light hit the bottom of the actual shrine tower. It's like still, there's like a little bit of light on the northern end of the lake that I can see, just barely hitting that northern end of the lake. Let's take that one there. Okay. It looks like there's like a little bit of light kicking from on the bottom left corner rocks there. There's like light coming from below almost, making the front end of those rocks glow a little bit or have a little bit of edge light to them. Still not seeing too much light hit the actual skull itself. Do 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 do. Oh, no. It was actually really cool watching that light fade like that. I don't know if that's the moon going down completely or... Yeah, so now we're back. Now this is sunrise because this is the same light direction that came from the moon rising up. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, see, now we're into sunrise. So no, throughout that entire day or that entire night cycle, I did not see the light hit the actual lake down there itself. So let's look at those. That's this shot's pretty. That's pretty sweet right there. You can see the lake pretty well, the shape of it, and then once it got, it was almost. Let's see. So this last one, no, because that's going to be sunrise. You really want that light hitting those rocks on the left, bottom left side. Those, I think that's an important aspect, but then how much light do we want hitting them? I like that little cloud in this one, that top left side too. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's do one more. I'm gonna sleep one more time, or at least rest by the fire one more time. Directly before the moon was rising, that seems to be the best light, or that seems to create the best shape. Or it shapes that texture of the valley the best. So, let's do one more night, and then we'll just shoot that right at the beginning. I'm making that point. Missed that a while ago. The best light seemed to be right at the beginning of the night cycle. Let's see, we were right over there, right? But this ledge over here almost looks like it might jut out a little bit better. Right here. Or am I in the exact same spot? I don't think that's the exact same spot. And then how do we like maybe including some more of those hills on the top too? Like, let's do a bit of a wider version. Just to see how that feels. I'll save that one for now. We just save all these. We have some space. But no, I think cropping it so that we're already inside this or down from this little plateau. I think that's gonna fit the bill best. Fit the Billingtons. Oh! So cool to watch that light change. So yeah, I want to say like this was kind of the most interesting lighting scenario for the subject here. Something like that. And ideally we'd get maybe a little bit of cloud cover coming in, especially that sometimes it looked like we had a little bit of cloud coming in on the top left side. That's so beautiful though. I really do enjoy the shape of that little valley. Tilt down a little bit more, maybe zoom in a tiny bit as well. Okay, give me some, like, I just need a little bit of atmosphere somewhere. If some kind of atmosphere would come up, help separate something in there. Fortunately, we can't see the full frame. Ooh, you know what I just realized? We gotta test something out. We have to go down, light a fire on one of those. Let's shoot this photo really quick, though. That's pretty good. I mean, that's about as good as we could probably hope. I know it's a little dark, but I think there's enough texture to understand the shape of the lake itself, I guess. I'm going to argue that one. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, let's save that shot. I am going to have to go through these. I'm going to set my travel medallion here. Okay, so we can hop right back up here really quick. Let's hop down. I'm going to put a fire on this little island right here. And then we're going to see if we can actually notice that from that distance. Because if maybe that'll help add a little bit of glow to that bottom part, and maybe that's all we need. Maybe that's the only thing we need here. Perhaps. And why do I feel like that we're going to get a blood moon soon? I feel like we haven't had a blood moon for a while, although I don't keep track enough of that, you know. So yeah, let's put it, we're going to put it on this larger island. Or I mean, I guess really this is the only island. I could have sworn Kilton shows up here. Am I crazy? We got to look up where he pops up. Okay, we're gonna pop that down there. Pop up one of these guys. Light it. Okay. Head back up to our travel medallion. And then let's see if that adds some illumination. If it does, maybe we can just line a bunch of them up down there. And see if that actually adds to the lighting at all. Try to force a rowdy and untamed horse. Yeah. Yeah. Is it already sunrise again? Oh, is it raining again? No, it's 11:50 p.m. It's midnight. It's witching hour almost, dude. This is a great time to shoot this photo. And the answer is no. You cannot see that. Okay, that's fine. The light right now is actually pretty good. Ooh, and I'm seeing some atmosphere. Let's try to line this up again. Perfect light on all those rocks. Loving the texture. That's pretty nice. Again, I think this is about as good as it gets to light that entirety of the valley there. I'm into it. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, tilt up, get away from those little rocks that were on the bottom of the frame. Oh, there's some cloud. There's some cloud on the top left. I think that's all the atmosphere I really would want. I mean, that's just adding a little bit more detail to that, would be just basically a dark negative space in that top left corner. And I think there's some clouds up above on the top right, just as you exit that little valley. Love it, dude. Okay, let's save that. That actually might be the one, that one right there. Okay, yeah, let's look. We do have to make some space here. Let's just go through these quickly. I just want to see how I can see the light change flipping through them fast like this. Yeah, definitely that last one, though. I feel the shape, or these first ones as well. That time of day was the best. And I think I liked our shifted position when we finally got to this little vantage point here. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, so let's keep that last one. This last one feels pretty good. All these other shots from this particular spot are not as good as this last one, I would say. Delete that one. Delete that one. Yeah, this one is too wide. Attempted a wider frame, it didn't work. This one, when those rocks in the foreground aren't lit enough, doesn't feel as good either. You know, what sucks is that those bioluminescent, I don't know if they'd be considered a seaweed, whatever water-based plant. I mean, that's not the ocean, is it? No, it's not. Why would it be seaweed then? It sucks that those aren't like creating a glow in the water constantly, because how beautiful would that be? Like that whole water, that whole little lake, if it was glowing, that would be so beautiful. Again, sorry, I gotta do Nintendo's job for them, man. Okay, and these two are very similar. Thank you, Saltman, thank you. Just did our long drawn out Skull Lake shot. think it came out, you know what? It didn't come out as good as I hoped it would. But it's still pretty cool. And I'm almost thinking I might like this first one better. I'm going to save both of those for now. And because these are the two that have a little bit of that cloud cover in that top left section, which again, doesn't have any detail to it because it's in a full shadow. So it's adds like, I feel like a little bit more dimension to that side. So let's keep both of those with that little plume of cloud. And while these are taken from slightly different positions, it's such a distant subject that you can't really tell. Although I will say in this last shot, that little rock section on the bottom left corner has a little bit more room to breathe, has a little bit more of a border on the left. And I think that makes the shape of that whole valley and that whole rock structure flow a little bit better within the frame. I also like the cloud, but the cloud's like completely in the frame. Just a little puff of cloud right there. Either way, let's save both of those, and then all these other ones we can delete. And then we'll try to go get that moon shot over the Hyrule Castle. Bummed I missed it. Glad to be here now. Hey, yeah, that was probably, I hope, well, I'd like to think it was exciting, but in actuality, I was probably just waiting around for the light. I don't know. Okay, these first ones, yeah, the light, and we hadn't really gotten our framing down quite yet. I actually do really like that shot, though. I didn't even visual because I did not anticipate the shape to that nice little S-curved valley there. And I didn't think I was going to want to necessarily include any of the surrounding landscape. But now that I see how it would look with that added, that adds so much. That adds like so much. It's almost like the spine coming down from what would be a full skeleton below the actual skeleton head itself. And it's also kind of cool how it's like that type of rock almost looks like it could be like fossilized bone or something. That's pretty cool. So yeah, let's keep these two for now. And then again, this is the shot. This is the location scouting for that Hyrule Castle shot. Waiting around for the light is the best part. Okay, yeah. Hope that's cool. It does give us a lot of time to just shoot the shit. You know what I mean? So I'm glad it doesn't bother anybody. You know what? This shot of this moblin, I guess I'll keep it just because now it's getting so late, and I'm kind of bummed we haven't shot more today. I'm going to keep this second shot of Kilton, but then this first one, since it gave him way too much foot room in that one. Self-portrait we'll keep. This shot of this freaking treasure Octorok or whatever, terrible. I was really hoping we get a magical Octorok shot like that. Still digging this Kilton with the moon. Just coming up. Just coming up there. It's okay. But yeah, we can delete this one. That was just our space holder for remembering to get that shot. Okay, and then we should have like just enough time, I think, to get over to our second plotted position to get that shot of Hyrule Castle with the moon rising up. Or, well, it's going to be going down. What am I talking about? That'll be going down. And let's just fly down from Divine Beast again, because there's no point in going any lower and trying to climb to our position, our vantage point. I think. Take a peek at your controls. No. Tell me what to do. I don't like it. Oh, okay. My back, it's so stiff standing here. That's why I'm standing. I'm standing so that I don't get stiff, and yet I still get stiff. Because I get all, like, clenched up when we're, like, gonna shoot, you know? It's so exciting. So let's go down to, like, a little bit of a lower ledge here. Get away from the Divine Beast. I think last time we were trying to do this, we were trying to do it, but we were trying to include the Divine Beast itself And that was just like way too difficult to frame him in. With the weird angle that we're at, looking at him. But here's like our idea, and we'll see where's the moon now. The moon's right there. It is a nice big all full moon, so I'm stoked on that. Ideally, if it was a blood moon, oh no, you know what? We couldn't get there'd be no way to get this shot, blood moon variant, because the blood moon would basically stop at the highest point, and that would be that. That would be that. But here's what we can do: is we can get this beautiful shot of. Do we want to go down here maybe? I guess the distance isn't changing all that much. Something like this. Oh yeah, that's going to be so beautiful. Hopefully the moon ends up in the frame there on the right top corner-ish. But we shall see. Just gonna widen out. Oh, look at the atmosphere come into the light and start glowing around. That's so cool. There it is. Okay. Want that moon like right on the horizon. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. One right there. Oh yeah, dude. That's great. My only regret is that it's like a little bit too far to the right. I'd prefer it a little bit out towards the castle itself, but that's still beautiful. Okay, and let's try to get one more right when it's like halfway down. Zoom in quite a bit, make it as large as possible like that. That's pretty nice too.
Look at that horse.
I feel like the landscape is a little too dark maybe. I liked it when we could see that beautiful light from the moon creating a glow to all that atmosphere. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that, Aponia. Let's go down over here now. Let's actually, we're just gonna, well, I guess it's gonna take a long time for the moon to come back to that position. I just kind of want to look at what it's gonna look like from down here. Because if we can be looking a little bit further across the castle towards where the moon is going to go down, we could probably frame that a little bit better. A little better. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. Missing the redemptions. Oh yeah, dude, that castle looks gorgeous. Gorgeous. Where's my stamina? Oh, we're good. Okay. Let's recharge on this little peak. Recharge up her. Korok? No. There's got to be one of these little spots that... I feel like I checked like all of these, but... I feel like there should be one that has a Korok on it. So yeah, just above Kwai Rame Shrine right here on these peaks, that might be a pretty good... That might be a good spot. And if you know of any... If there are any... cemeteries in this game, why can I not think of where a cemetery would be? I feel like this is like full circle exactly what we were talking about last year at this time. I just can't think of where. Like I'm gonna go to Kakariko Village and look at is there a cemetery there? If not, and there's no other cemetery, like, where are these people being where are they burying people, dude? Do they just kind of, like, cast them into Death Mountain? Wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, think about how much land is taken up by cemeteries. You know what? The land value in Hyrule ain't cheap, man. That royal family, they want their property tax. You know what? While we're right here, let's harvest these guys. Let's harvest some luminous Rasula. It's all luminous stone. Okay. Okay, so this spot, actually... Maybe, I don't know, maybe this isn't the best spot, because I think I... Whoops. Recharge your stamina, bro. I think ideally we'd have the castle completely silhouetted against the sky, and maybe we can look for one of those positions as well. Oh, dude, here's some... fire dudes. What are y'all guarding up here? Don't I have an ice wand? I can just take these guys out like no problem. Yes, I do. No P, man. And then what is that spear? Spear's better than the arm, that's for sure. By Moblin. Forked Lizalfos spear. Bye. Sorry, you're not spooky enough. If you were a Stalizfos. Oh yeah, okay, I got this Korok. I was like, this looks like a Korok spot, which it's like I should have seen that on the map. We already had it. Okay. Oh. Ooh, we need to be on that rock. What am I even talking about? Yeah, this is the spot, man. Although we're going to need a spot to put down our flint, tinder, and sticks if we're going to wait for nightfall. And is that tower going to be boning me? I don't know how much I want that watchtower in the frame if we get it. See, like, maybe even down on this peak, this actually might be the better... Now we're getting close to having, having the castle in silhouette, which I think would be the way to go, rather than having it set into the landscape too much. Ooh, okay, here's a... Did we get this Korok? Yeah, we can do this really quick. Oh, yeah, we did. Damn it. Ah, damn it. It's like, I don't even know why... Whoops. No, no, don't waste the freaking ice, dude. Come on, man. Right, wasting my ice. So yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to get down far enough without getting really far down there to get a full silhouette. But you know what? If that's the vision we have, why wouldn't we just keep going? I'd imagine that it's going to be over there. Maybe that would be a good position. But we can remember this. Just above Pico Pond right here. That's a good spot. Pico Pond. And then let's fly like way over there. Which is going to take maybe longer than it probably should. But you know what I'm interested to know? But here's the problem is that now those... We'll have those red laser beams overhead here now. But this looks like the good angle for silhouette on the castle with the moon going down. I think this is going to be it. Little Great Dooku tree. That's what that is over there, right? Yeah. Oh, goodness. Okay, yeah, no, this will be the shot over here. For certain. Grab this Rush Room. Rush Room, the biggest fan of the band Rush. It's a Rush Room. I guess. What's up, Chooch? Chooch Marin, dude. Choo-choo Marin. I'm not dealing with you right now. I'll let you be. Live and let live. Beautiful green pastures. Right her. Oh, yeah. Okay. Perfect vantage point, dude. Perfect. Oh, and we can get Mount Lanairu on there, on the right side, too. Where's that other divine, the Eagle Divine Beast, the Rudo Divine Beast? I can't see that. But, dude, this is the shot right there. I believe the moon will go down somewhere right overhead here. And I'm kind of bummed we missed this. Oh, is that tree stump going to bug the shit out of me? Is that going to start eating into my frame? It probably will. No, maybe not. That's pretty much the frame I want. I could pan to the left a little, zoom in. Try to balance both of those little pillars in the foreground with Lanairu on the right and the castle. That looks pretty good. Maybe actually, here's... I'll save that shot for so we know what our frame possibilities are. But like, maybe is it going to be something more like this? See, but now that pillar in the foreground is kind of bugging me because it's just like that's sticking out like a sore thumb. Again, I'm going to save these just to have references for the framing. Or like, do we zoom in? Do we try to work our way around? Try to work our way over here, and then maybe we can just shoot between those pillars and make it a nice clean frame of just the actual castle. But I can't even frame out those pillars anyway. This is not the worst vantage point either, though. Not much of a difference from that first position. Let's actually take an approximate frame. And let's look at those real quick. And then we'll set our travel medallion somewhere around here. Oh, that shot's rad, dude. See, that's when we still had a little bit of light on the landscape. This one we lost all the detail in the foreground. But the moon looks great coming up, just going down over the hill there. I could have panned to the right a little bit here. I could have panned to the right just a tiny bit more.
Johnny boy!
Thank you, Johnny boy. Thank you. Anyway, this one has no moon. Goodbye. I think I like this wider position, actually. That feels much more well-balanced than these close-ups, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Actually, it's not that big of a difference. Here, we'll delete this. There's like always a shadow cast across the castle itself. It's like always in a dark shadow like that. Or at least that's in all these shots, at least. I'm trying to think if the sun ever hits it completely or if it's just that's how it looks. I don't know. Damn, I wish that pillar wasn't there. This one looks beautiful. Balancing the castle on one side, Lanira on the other. But then those pillars are just... They're kind of killing me, Smalls. And maybe we'll have an opportunity to shoot like both types of framing on that, like we're looking at. Perhaps. Okay, so anyway, let's set our travel medallion because that's going to be at the very end of the night cycle. I guess we could like hang around here and do some stuff. Shoot from this vantage point, try to work the castle into the background. Oh no, here's what I want to do. Yeah, we'll set our travel medallion here, and then we're going to go try to get a moon rising with the Lomai Labyrinth in there. That's what I really want to try to grab. So let's set travel medallion. Oh, dude, okay, wait. Over here, we separate all three of those pillars, though. This actually might be the best. Looking at it like this... Maybe. Because now we have three of those pillars separated. Maybe. Or like now we could do that? No. Well, actually. Doesn't feel terrible. Maybe like that. Let's see. Like, see here, those pillars on the right side of the frame are stacked up, and then here we separated them. And I think I like them separated. As the offspring once wisely put, you gotta keep them separated. And I agree in terms of the subject matter in our compositions. I guess it's so hard to make a decision about that. That's fine. Okay, let's just delete like pretty much all these. Because these are not fitting the prototype. We're just testing out our framing. I'll just keep these last twos for reference, whatever. Okay, so 1:55 p.m. Let's go do this. Let's go get to a good vantage point for Lomai, which I think is going to be somewhere up here. I'd like to try it from up here. Last time we tried to shoot this, we were down here, but the sun and the moon come up a little bit further than we wanted them to. So we missed that opportunity, and what do I have this marked for? I think that's probably a Korok. That's why I marked that. And I think if you jump up... Actually, let's go back to our travel medallion. We'll fly down there. We'll start the night cycle. We'll get the moon rising up with Lomai Labyrinth in there. And then we should have plenty of time to hop back over to... Oh, shit! What am I doing, dude? I meant to set the travel medallion... that was silly. Not that big of a deal, though. I don't think. Whatever. Let's see. What's the closest spot we can... we'll be able to get to from that position. Zelo, where the hell were we? What am I even thinking here? We're right here. We're right above Pico. So we could... I think we can maybe go in from Eldon Tower and fly back over there. Shouldn't be too hard. That shouldn't be too tough. Whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll make it happen. Love that spiral That was a really fun thing to do down there, by the way. But yeah, over here, and we actually could. It looks like actually we can just fly over from Skull Lake Shrine to get over to that little vantage. Oh wait, okay, wait, I missed a bunch of shit. Oh goodness, or well, some shit. Since you asked for something spooky, have you talked about that? About heading to that evil shrine statue at Taino Village? Oh, I need to do that. I actually need to do that because I've been wanting to actually increase my stamina rather than have full hearts. Or I'm pretty sure I would prefer to have full stamina. I've always gone full hearts. The problem with full hearts is you take any damage and you're no longer at maximum health. And so if you're a Master Sword user, which I'm not really a Master Sword user, but having those couple missing hearts that you can fill in with health buff from food buff, food health buff, you can take a couple hits and you're still technically at maximum health. And that, I think, is more advantageous than having a couple extra hearts and not having that much more stamina. At least that's my thought process. So yeah, actually, that's a very thank you for reminding me about that, Salt Man. Thank you. Ooh, this is gonna be so cool with those rocks right there. Yeah, dude, this is the perfect spot. Those jagged looking beautiful rocks with the labyrinth right there. Not the best angle maybe on that structure. I would prefer a nice 3/4 view. So we can see some more dimension on the actual labyrinth itself, but we have that beautiful landscape going along the left side of the frame. So it would be something like this, but hopefully we'll get a beautiful moonrise on that horizon, on the horizon. Although maybe, am I adding way too much of that left side of the frame? Maybe we can just make it about these peaks right here. Zoom in, have those peaks coming in. Something more like that. That actually looks and feels a little bit better, I think. Yeah, this makes it a little bit too much about the left side of the frame. And so we'll keep more of that type of composition here. Okay. So then all we gotta do, the old Salt Man trick, lighting a fire with our bundle of sticks. Although we're not using up our fire arrows when we do not need it. Sit by the fire until night, my friend. Ooh, and I can put my Dark Link costume back on. We're trying to stick with that Dark Link. We want Dark Link costume when possible. If we're not in combat, Dark Link is kind of gonna be our vibes. Okay, so waiting for the light, of course. Okay, so we have those jagged rocks kind of lining the left side of the frame. I'm not 100% sure where the moon is going to surface. So we will have to wait and see. Actually, I'm going to stay zoomed out just so I can, if it comes in on the far right side of the frame. Oh shit, it's a blood moon! Okay, we got to zoom in here. Oh, schnitzel, dude, let's get one right on the horizon. Halfway up, halfway up. Oh! Oh, that's so beautiful. The lighting effect, we have noted this though. The lighting effect from the moon doesn't really pop up until like after it comes up over the horizon. So Unfortunately, the lighting on the labyrinth and those peaks, those jagged peaks, doesn't look the best. So gorgeous, though. Ignorant, sup? Thank you. So let's let it come up. Let's let that lighting effect pop in. Once that lighting effect comes in, the moon will be right on top of the labyrinth itself. Let's let it get above the horizon. That lighting effect should pop in. Boom. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. And now I want to do another one. Let's let the blood moon get midway, or at least rise up a little bit, and maybe get midway between those peaks and the labyrinth itself. That's so gorgeous. I'm gonna keep my frame moving as it rises up. Something like that. Actually, now I think I can include more of that left side of the landscape. I think I want to cut out a little bit of that negative space on the right side of the frame, include some of that shoreline going into the frame on the left, because as we're widening out, it's feeling a little less well balanced, including more of that empty space in the ocean. I'm going to save it. But we want to include more of that landscape on the left. Maybe not get that mountainside in there, but something like this. Okay. That's pretty nice. I do want the full corona around the moon, though, so I need to either widen out and tilt up or just tilt up. And I think I just want to tilt up a tiny bit. Although that's going to crop out maybe a little bit too many of those peaks. So actually, I'll widen out. We can include more of that mountainside that I was trying to frame out, but I'll include it just for shits and giggles like this. That actually feels even better. That feels so good. Although now I want to tilt down. I maybe tilted up maybe too much, or I can even widen out further. Include all those spiky, jagged rocks on the bottom. Loving the atmosphere in that little valley, too. That's beautiful. It became maybe a little bit less of a labyrinth shot, but still, that's absolutely gorgeous. The bummer is that we can't get Hyrule Castle in the Blood Moon because it's not going to be going down in the direction we want it to, or it's going to the Blood Moon will go away by the time it's down far enough to get that shot we already lined up. So let's do this. Let's jump down somewhere on the opposite side of the castle here so that we can be looking up towards the Blood Moon rising, and then at least we have the chance of maybe getting the Blood Moon on that side. Is this shrine going to do it? I think that shrine's very embedded in this little breach of demise area. I think that's kind of a little bit too low. Karok Bridge, that's spelled different than regular Karoks. Karok the Seed Hunter. I don't think I don't think this one's going to be a good idea. That one's... We have to be like a little further away. I guess Ridgeline Tower is probably the way to go. Let's jump over there. First of all, actually... I want to save. We have not done that for a while. And then we'll quickly jump over here. Or maybe is this one? That one's underneath the ground as well, I think. So yeah, let's hop here. And then that'll give us an idea of where the moon is actually going to position itself in relation to the castle. Dude, okay. I said earlier, I knew it kind of like felt like a blood moon was coming. I bet we could look back at how long each stream takes. Or I mean, how many streams come in. Oof. Oh, dude, this is actually a cool shot right here. Death Mountain, the castle, and the blood moon. Oof, a little bit too low. There we go. That's okay, but I was kind of picturing, again, the castle a little bit more silhouetted. I love that I was about to do a dive there. Come on, Dark Link, don't fail me, buddy. And I think we only have like a couple more seconds to get this. Take the pain, dude. Go. Yeah, I could have parachuted you down, but whatever. Ooh, there's those little ruins there, too. Oh. There's just too much sky. There's way too much sky, and there's no detail in there, so that's kind of boring. Fine, though. Okay, so that's gonna end our ability to shoot these in a second, because it's... Let's try one more from down here if we can get it. Ooh, Moblin! Ugh! The moon's not in there. Come here, dude. Can I... No, dude, I can get a shot, dude. Why do you have to hit me? Right here. Oh! Dude. Okay, I want to try to get a shot of that Stalk Goblin and the castle with this color, though. Oh! That's pretty cool. I wish he was holding a regular weapon, and the fact that his feet are cut out is I'm not really happy about. I can maybe try to widen out and get another similar shot. Oh! Why'd you have to spin that thing, dude? Oh, no. Oh, okay. Dude, we took that last shot last second. It was the last second of possibility of grabbing one of those. Yeah, I know the blood moon rises. I was here. I saw it. Zelda. Go back into your little... whatever, like, sack that you're stuck in the castle and just stay there until I ask for your opinion again, man. Okay, we got a full album, too. Wow. Okay. This is actually kind of a cool shot of that guy. This is actually a pretty cool shot. My biggest gripe is that weapon cutting through the entire frame, bottom to top. Maybe it's not that I guess maybe it's not that atrocious. I could have, if I had tilted down though, so at least we got his feet in the frame. That could have been very helpful. But pretty cool shot. This shot also is starting to look pretty cool. But again, that weapon just reaching the end of the frame. I can delete this one. Feels very unbalanced too. I like that one. I'll keep that one. This one didn't really come out. This one didn't really come out very well. Really, we should have waited to do a wide landscape shot like this right before the blood moon hits its peak, because we get this really cool lighting effect to the entirety of the landscape, and the color shifts completely to the atmosphere as well. Like a shot like this could have been really cool, and the sky would have been filled with those beautiful red clouds. So let's try to remember that for next time. That blood moon is really gorgeous. Yeah, right? I feel like you have a blood moon once every 2 streams. Okay, yeah, it's like, yeah, that's I'm feeling that. I'm feeling about 2. Again, I'd like to look back. I'll look back and I'll like count. But I felt it, and how I felt it was I was kind of basing it on the moon cycle, because I'm pretty sure we've had 2 full moon cycles, which would maybe equate to about 2 or 3 streams, maybe. But either way, I kind of had a sense that it was coming. So I think that's a good first step in anticipation of the blood moon rising. We're getting better at it. We're getting better at that anticipation. Okay, so but anyway, I don't like this shot other than the blood moon being in there, but it's just such a boring sky around it. Delete that. We got to make a little bit of room because then we're gonna head up. We'll go grab the Hyrule Castle shot that we kind of plotted already as well. Again, this one, the sky is just so drab. Well, I guess that's really the only shot we got with the castle. But the castle's not even that good looking here because it is up against that low-key dark backdrop. It's not silhouetted enough, so we can delete... I want to say we can delete that one, too. And then these guys... These came out pretty nice, dude. I don't want to delete all these. Okay, we can delete these preparatory shots. We don't need those for sure. I never like these shots of the blood moon on the horizon. It just never looks right to me. Until that lighting effect pops in. I mean, just look how drab everything looks. So we can just... Well, okay, I'll save that one because we can talk about all this stuff next time. I'm only going to shoot, like I said, we're going to try to get this shot of the castle, which we can delete these preparatory shots too. And then we do have those... We have 7 more shots on our roll, which should be plenty. Do I want to try to get a shot of this guy? Not really. I want to get over and get prepared for the moon to set now. Which, what did we say? We're going to jump over to... Eldin Tower, and we'll fly down from here. I think that'll be the fastest way to do this. I think. You know, I'll tell you this. I don't think I've ever seen this game crash. Look at that beautiful full moon. This is going to be so beautiful. It's going to be so beautiful. It kind of bugs me that the blood moon's reflection is silver. Yes. Oh, me too. Yes, I completely agree. It does not... It's unnatural. It's just not natural. Unfortunate, but it is the way we must do things. Okay, so we want to jump down... Wait, why don't we just pop into here? Right? Weren't we actually down here? I guess I think we were down in this. So why wouldn't we just start down there? Well, where is the moon? How much time do we even have? I'm not seeing the moon yet, so I think we got a minute. Yeah, let's just go down there. I think that'll be... Is that going to be faster? Yeah, it should be faster than flying all the way down. But we'll find out. Kind of, yeah. Yeah, I get you with that reflection, because that would add a lot more interesting color to the image as well. Not just, I mean, it's not just like the reflection. It would hopefully mean that a lot of the light coming from the moon would also bask everything in a red glow of sorts. Okay, let's go to climbing gear because we need to climb. Oh, the music in this game is so good, dude. I know I've mentioned it before. I'm gonna say it again though. The music in this game, I just listen to it like when I need to get some work done or something. I'm like just getting my my Zelda music on. Okay, let's go back up on top of these rocks here because I think this is where I preferred that spot. Oh, schnitzel, dude! I don't want to get frozen. This ain't Disney time. This is Zelda time. We're not gonna get frozen. I guess I'll just try to take them out with the spear if they get too rambunctious. Yeah, boy. Okay. Oh, yeah. Think that's looking like it'll line up pretty nice. I think this is a different spot than where we were, huh? We were down kind of more where we were closer to that big old stump. But we want Lanairu in there too, right? We want a little bit of Lanairu. Oof, yeah, dude. I don't know if it's gonna go down. Oh! Shooting star! Dude. That's epic. I'm so glad the moon popped out from behind those clouds. Oh, but I'm so bummed I hadn't set the frame yet. That's not terrible. But I have a little bit of that dirty foreground in the bottom of the frame. Oh. Maybe I can get one more if I zoom in quick enough. Or if I just tilt up and move forward a little bit. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Oh, yeah, dude. Okay. I'm pretty stoked on that. Literally, I just said earlier, I was like, we need a better shooting star shot because that one of Death Mountain and Goron City doesn't feel that great. This one feels really cool. I think I caught that maybe a little bit late, and I'm not really. I would prefer that star to have kind of a diagonal trajectory to it, but that's still pretty freaking rad, dude. And like, let's see if I can zoom in really quick and get one more before it hits the ground. I don't think so. Oh, that's right. You can't just hold. Man, that was cool. Okay, we still have a couple shots as well, so let's obviously get in position for our pre-plotted. Oh, schnit, dude. Here we go. Even better. Oh! That's rad, too. I wish that guy didn't have a bow and arrow, but that's okay. Here's what I'll do. Dude, that's an even more fun picture than just the landscape with the moon itself, so I'm happy about that. Let's hit this guy. Well, okay, now he's going to be gone, huh? Oh, well. I can take your bow. Let's get the shot we plotted. Oh, my God. The moon's going right on the spire, dude. Get it right in the center. Oh! That's so cool. I don't think that feels the most well-balanced, but that's really cool. And then I'll do one more. I'll let the moon come down on the other side of the castle. And then we'll get a shot maybe just of the castle on the left, Lanayru on the right, and then I'll frame out that other pillar maybe. That's so cool. Okay. Yeah, what do I want to, how do I want to reframe this? Or do I want to maybe frame Lanayru out? Maybe let's try that. Let's try actually just doing this. Let's go over here and do something. Let's let that, yeah. Oh, that's so cool, dude. I really wish I could get, and we can do this again. It's just, it's not going to probably be a full moon, unfortunately. Oh, that's so cool looking. But if I was a little bit closer, we could frame maybe those pillars out and get just the castle itself. That looks so cool, though. And I'm glad we caught it with one of the little circular puffs coming off of that laser, too. Adding another circular shape to the frame, which makes a couple circles then apparent. Keep that one. And now maybe we'll... let's just do... we'll get one where it's on the horizon as well. Something like that. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty cool, man. That's a pretty cool one. Saving that, and that's it. That's all she wrote with that moon. Wow. Dude, okay, Saltman, remember when you used to pop in and it was always the last 10 to 20 minutes where we finally got some cool shit to happen? This is a prime example of that happening. Oh my god, I need to save. Oh, dude, so much cool shit right there condensed into such a short amount of time, though. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, but yeah, it's okay, 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 okay. Dude, so many cool shots. How many more do we have on the roll? How many more can we take? Whoops, gotta go in here. One more shot. Okay. I mean, I guess we don't have to fill out the roll. We don't have to. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, let's do a last review. I saved. Well, we can get. Actually, we'll get this guy. He's spooky. There's the castle next to him. Just throwing a rock. Let's actually get a better pose than that in our last shot. Yep. 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 Digging it. Digging it. Okay, save. That's a good good last album shot. Get out of here. I'll let you live. But you're gonna have to come back and get your bones later. Cause I don't want you around, fool. Okay, last little review. Stoked on that, dude. We got some good shit today. Okay. First, let's go back to this double rainbow horse shot that we got last time. Okay, because that was pretty cool. First, starting off, first shot that we kept, at least. Was that the first shot that we... Maybe it was the first shot we took. This little close-up of Kilton with the moon rising up just beyond in the distance there with a couple horses. Here's what I would do different if we were going to get this shot again, which I might try to accomplish another good Kilton close-up. Or, by the way, when I talk framing terms, I know I'm not necessarily using the correct camera framing terminology in terms of like what would be considered the framing for a close up on a real portrait of somebody or like a wide on a real portrait. But for what we do a lot of the time, like a shot like this, that is not a close-up shot of Kilton. That's like a wide shot. You can see his entire body in the frame. Close-up would mean like we're here. We're on basically just the head and face and a little bit of the torso, right? So I know this is not a close-up, but for what we do when we're shooting, this is a fairly close-up shot. It's kind of different terminology. Just keep that in mind when you hear me spouting off framing terms and they sound wrong. But anyway, what I would do for this this shot of Kilton here with the moon rising up is I'd go and we'd do a little tree chopping, chop down all of those palm trees so we have an unobscured view of that crescent moon popping up. And then we'd get a similar shot to this. This was not the best example of this type of shot. I'm going to keep it for now because we'll review it next time. But it was almost a really cool Kilton close-up with little crescent moon in the background. We did our obligatory self-portrait, of course. Dark Link pointing at that crescent moon. He's stoked on it. I'm stoked on it too. Thanks, Link. We did this little Kilton portrait. That was pretty fun. That's a nice one. Y'all, I don't know if y'all were here for the putting of fire down where Kilton lands, but we experimented with Saltman trick of putting the bundle of sticks down, lighting them on fire, and then I wanted to see what would happen when he arrived. And he does arrive, but it puts out the fire, yet the bundle or the fire pit remained right within where his little booth is, and then we lit the fire again, and then that permanently locks him out of dialogue. You can't talk to him anymore because he just stands there scared of the fire that's inside his little hut. Presumably very dangerous for a man of his stature as well. And he doesn't have any shoes on. Anyway, that's a decent portrait of Kilton. We got this one Moblin shot. This is kind of a shitty shot, but I do very much enjoy the way those rocks, and you can't see enough of those little jagged edges as I would want, but like the little tiny Stalagmites. I guess are those stalagmites? I think they're a little too big to be stalagmites, but I don't know what size a stalagmite becomes a mountain. You know what I mean? There's got to be a size thing. Paul, don't talk geology, my friend. I like the way that his horn is kind of matching that shape. And the only, ideally, I think that larger pillar, that I think that's actually the tower that the shrine is on. If you could see if like that became a tipped point as well, and then you had those consistent shapes, that's just kind of an interesting point. Plus the color looks fairly well matched. Anyway, whatever. Then we went and we did accomplish our Skull Lake aerial photo. I think I do like this one with the cloud in all the way into the frame. It adds so much dimension. This one, the cloud's a little bit too far outside the frame. I think I like this one with the cloud, but we'll do that. We'll make that determination at the beginning of the next stream. Very happy with the way this came out. It didn't look exactly how I had visualized it. That ended up not happening. It wasn't really possible with the vantage points we could find to capture this, but I was pleasantly surprised with how this came out due to our limitations. Or despite the limitations, rather. Yeah, I'm definitely going to say it's going to be the second one, but we'll talk about that in detail next time. We got moon setting over the central Hyrule area and Hyrule Castle. Again, though, I realized that the silhouette of the castle is not very prominent in a shot like this, and that's when we decided to head down. We did do a couple of those type of shots. I think if the castle was fully engulfed in fog and had a lot of mist around it, and you could really see its silhouette up against the landscape, this shot could be really cool. But also, the elements are so separated. The moon is so drastically far away, separated from the castle itself. I'd like those to be brought together a little bit closer, as those are the two most important elements, especially if we're not going to see much of the landscape between them. It would be fine if there was a lot of cool stuff going on between those two elements, but it's not really happening, especially in the second shot when the light got cut from the landscape itself, and all we're seeing is that little bit of billowing atmosphere coming off the ground, which again could be interesting if we could see more of that castle, but it just does not stand out enough. And then we went and we found that other vantage point that we ended up just shooting, and we'll get to those ones. But then we went and we shot North Lomai, right? It's north, right? That's the north? That's just Lomai. There is no direction associated. This is north. Okay, north is at the very... funny enough, this one looks like it's actually slightly lower, slightly more southern, but that's fine. This is the northeast Lomai Labyrinth, we'll call it. Went and did our little photo session with that. Very pleasantly surprised by another blood moon rising up above that little beautiful piece of architecture. Of course, these horizon shots never look as good because of the lack of lighting effect. And then we have that silly silver reflection on the water, which is kind of funny. But that's okay. Still looks really cool. Trying to include a little bit more of that valley and those peaks on the left side of the frame. Try to get a little bit of a wider attempt. I don't know which one of these that I'm going to like the most. I think I like this widest shot. I either like this widest shot where you can see a lot more of that valley on the left side and those beautiful mountains, kind of putting into perspective the scale of the landscape in relation to the structure itself. I think that's kind of cool. Or it's going to be one of these close, like this first closer shot. These other ones, I think the moon's riding a little bit too high to the top of the frame. But again, we'll talk about that next time. Still, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blood moon over that labyrinth. We got this just before the peak of the blood moon. I do really like this shot. I don't think you're not going to find any more unique atmosphere and color in a landscape than at this point during the blood moon. I mean, that is so cool. And what a small window of time to capture an image. I'm really glad we got this one. Not the best example, but at least it was the right type of enemy. Stalk Moblin. Good spooky. And we got the silhouette of the castle on the right side of him. Could have used just a slight tilt down to get those feet in the frame, but still stoked on that. Shooting star just above Hyrule Castle with a full moon. That is probably going to take the cake for the best shot, though. I mean, the blood moon rising up over Lomai, like, okay, yeah, if we wait out, I mean, we could just sleep, you know, which I'm not sure. Have we talked about if that advances I know it advances the sun and the moon, or the moon cycle itself. I'm just not sure if that advances the timeline for the next blood moon, but maybe we can experiment with that next time as well. But how unique is that shot, dude? Shooting star. And what if it happened to have come in right here, though? Imagine this shot with the shooting star in there, or something like this. Imagine that. We didn't have that much luck. But the fact that it was a full moon, and at least the moon was approximately in the right position. Stoked on that. And we'll talk about, again, detail these, which one we're going to keep and whatnot next time. But yeah, shooting star with the full moon over Hyrule Castle. Wow. And the landscape looks absolutely gorgeous surrounding it. Full moon, Stalk Moblin, and Stalk Moblin Bowman, and full moon over Hyrule Castle. Love that shot. We got full moon. I just wish I had framed the castle on one side versus the other. I don't like that I put that right in the center. I should have chose putting it on one side. I probably would have preferred panning to the right and including Lanairu, balancing the right side of the frame better, but whatever. Centered full moon on top of the spire. As it sits here, I mean, this I'd prefer, we could just like crop it into a square with just the moon and the castle, and that would look great. Like, I don't think I even need anything on the left and right side, to be honest. Like, these close-ups feel more well balanced than this one does, even though I like that we put the moon right behind that spire, that tippity top tower spire. But these close-ups feel like this one feels pretty sweet, and then this one where it's just going down over the horizon is really cool too. Very cool shots. And then last, Stock Moblin just in front of the castle again, but now it's just before sunrise. Okay, so pro snap pick of the day. I mean, dude, it's got to be the shooting star. And I'll say it's the second one where I reframed a little bit. Reframed just a little bit to exclude that foreground. So I'll say it's this one. Absolutely gorgeous. And I know we're not going to probably be able to find, because it's well past the time that shooting or that star fragment disappeared, but I would have said we'd go right over to where it landed. But I know we're not going to make it in 1 hour. Where is it? Can we even see it? I don't even see the light beam coming up. It's like it's been engulfed in Ganongak's engulfment. Whatever. Okay, let's save. That was fun. We started off pretty damn slow, but at the end there, it freaking sped up quite a bit. I saved, right? I'm saving again anyway. Saving, yes. We have saved. Paul, we have saved. Woo-wee. Dude, that was pretty sweet. I'm pretty proud of what we got. We got some pretty cool stuff. Even though some of the shots maybe didn't come out exactly how we had imagined them coming out, I was very pleasantly surprised with the way a lot of those did end up coming out. So thank you all for hanging out. Really hope you enjoyed the time here. Hope you enjoyed that experience. Hope you enjoyed the gaming. Hope you all had fun and were entertained and stuff. Your channel is tossed. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I do have a sense of wanting to do something unique in life. I mean, that's just been, as a creative person, I'm sure y'all would agree that doing something that's, a little bit different, something that you can kind of call your own, is very important to a person like myself. Not to say I know I'm not the first and only person. I mean, Nintendo put the photography in this game, okay? It's not like I made the decision to take photos myself. Obviously, Nintendo, the developers of this game, knew what they were doing, putting photography in here, knew that they designed a beautiful game. But anyway, I would hope that we're doing something a little bit different here compared to what a lot of other people are doing. But, again, at the same time, I haven't really searched around to see what other people are really focusing on photography and gaming. I mean, there could be people who do this exact same thing for all I know. And I just haven't really searched and looked for it. But if you do spot anybody else doing something similar, it doesn't have to be Zelda stuff. I'd love to see if other people are doing this kind of thing in any kind of serious capacity. I say serious, but we have so much fun doing this. It's like I take my self-expression and my art very seriously, but at the same time, I mean, we're taking photos in a video game and just having a really good time doing it, So I'm not all up my ass about it. Although I am very proud of the way a lot of these shots came out. I'd like to think that has a lot more to do with the way this game was designed and the beautiful artwork that these people have created designing the game. I'm just kind of exemplifying that amazing creativity that they already constructed. But either way, thank you very much. Really appreciate all the kind words. You guys are the reason I do this. If y'all weren't here, I probably would not continue doing this, or I'd just switch things up a little bit. So thank you very, very much for hanging out and being a part of this. Y'all really make my day, make my night. I'll be back tomorrow for Photography Friday in Fallout 76. Same time, same darkroom time, same darkroom place. And then let's do some socials. Am I missing anything else? I always feel like I'm missing something. Just the quick socials. If you enjoyed this, is your first time here, obviously consider following the stream because it'd really help out, help the darkroom grow a little bit, help us expand. But also, if you want to see the previous streams or you want to catch what we do on here, yeah, thanks, Ignorant. You have a good night. If you want to see any of the previous streams or check out the clips from the streams, if you don't have time to watch these 3-hour sessions, maybe you can just watch the best of the best little clips of each photo that we take. And those all end up on YouTube, as well as TikTok for short form, bite-sized content. Both those things are a mirror image of themselves, essentially. I just post on different days on different formats. So check those out. If the shorts are your thing, that's where you can find those. And every time we're doing these streams, we are building on what we want to say about the photography in this game, and eventually we'll have the photography in Zelda Breath of the Wild video up and detailing what we like and don't like about photography in here. Oh, what's up, Jenny? Yeah, you missed it. We're wrapping up. It's okay, though. It's all right. You can watch it. You go back. Which, by the way, I was gonna say this. It does actually really help out if you guys watch. If you guys watch the streams on YouTube, it's a huge help because right now what we're trying to do is make it to the monetization tier on YouTube, and that requires a certain amount of viewed hours. And I thought I was doing really well because they were adding up really quick. What I didn't realize is that the shorts that we're putting up on YouTube, those minutes don't count towards our actual views. That has to be the long form content. Hopefully that'll change sometime. But if you do end up watching the streams on YouTube, it actually really helps out because, again, it's adding to our final viewed time tally so we can make it to that monetization tier on YouTube. Nice thing to get in on. So yeah, anyway, check out YouTube. If you're on YouTube right now watching this on YouTube, obviously subscribing, liking, commenting, whatever is very helpful as well. So I'd really appreciate that. Other than that, though, what else have we got? Well, we got a pretty sweet Discord community going on. If you watch. Yeah, if you watch past, if you desire, please watch them. Obviously, don't just put stuff on you don't enjoy watching, but it does count towards adding to that amount of time we need. YouTube, it is. Yeah, YouTube is great. And if you want to watch if you want to watch tonight's stream for some reason, obviously you're welcome to watch it on Twitch. But if you want to wait until this goes up, tonight's episode will go up next week on Thursday, just like last week's episode went up tonight. Watching them when they go up is the better thing for, if you want to help out, that's the better thing for us right now. But either way is incredibly flattering and helpful. So either way, whatever your preference is, but just know that watching the stuff, long form stuff on YouTube, can really help benefit the dark room here. But yeah, the Discord, we do have a pretty sweet group of people passionate about photography, passionate about gaming. And if you want to share any of your in-game photography or your real-life photography or pretty much any of your artwork or your comments about what we're doing here, if you want to stay in touch when we're off the stream, check out the Discord because that's the best place to do it. Other than that, thank you all for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Appreciate all the love and support. Take care. Take pictures. Don't lose your dinosaur. I'll see you all tomorrow, Photography Friday. Please enjoy the rest of your evenings. Tonight's stream, here's what I'll do. Let's see, tonight's stream was rated at, it started off with like a couple Doritos. And then Todd Howard came in a couple times. And then we got like 4 Argus. And like so that's like our rating. It's 2 Dorito, 2 Toddies, and 4 Argus. And that's what that is. And let me throw a snack out there. Snack you all. Really appreciate it, everybody. Have a good night. Peace.